Okay, we're back with the Laugh Point Podcast, episode 6. That you are the sixth episode guest. How does that feel to be the sixth one?
Better than the fifth.
Better than the fifth,
Oh yeah.
absolutely.
Who was the fifth?
Who is the fifth?
Yeah.
My buddy Gary,
Right,
my
right. You did tell me you were like,
the comic. Yeah,
yeah,
he's.
local comic.
By the way, that shit's not going to be. Well, actually, it should be posted before this is out. So if you somehow get through this video and decide to watch another one, go see that one.
I gotta catch up.
Yeah. So, if you just maybe wanted to introduce yourself and kind of explain, what you do and why you
Okay,
do it.
so hello. I am the name I go by online is Aikoriku, but I'm currently in the process of a rebrand because I am a VTuber on Twitch, variety streamer. Technically been doing it for like 4+ years, but in good old indie creator fashion, I keep disappearing.
Nice.
Yeah.
So, like, what made you want to get into like the VTuber scene in the first place?
So I'm gonna be completely open with you about that. It's insecurities.
Wow.
I originally was gonna be a faceless streamer,
Yeah.
and originally it was gonna be YouTube.
Yeah.
But a part of me was like, YouTube's really hard to get traction on. I mean, you know that you're posting now, right? So it's like,
Oh, I'm like this podcast literally.
yeah, that's what I mean though. Like with YouTube though, I found that like gaining traction was hard because
So,
you have to learn a bunch of different skills. Like, for example, if you record like 3 hours of footage, how do you know what the best things to keep in the video versus like stuff that you can keep out, right?
yeah.
So I decided to swap to streaming, and even then I was like, I'm gonna be faceless. But I found that like faceless streamers, unless you're like insanely good at the thing that you're doing, because that'll make people want to watch you based on like
Just the game
skill.
alone.
Yeah, it'll be
Yeah.
purely skill based then.
Yeah.
Because like a lot of speedrunners, you're not watching for the person, you're watching for the insane tech that they know. But I was like, I kind of want that expressiveness, right? Because I just wanted to be a streamer for the social aspect.
Oh, it's so
So
much
I was
fun,
like, I
man.
wasn't comfy showing my face online. Even now, this is like a huge step up. I don't show my face on streams very often.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the whole thing was like, I wanted to be a VTuber because I was like, I'm a fucking anime fan, dude. You tell me that I can have a career where I have like my own character doing his own fucking thing. I'll be sick.
Yeah, I mean, well, there's a melee YouTuber uh that, well, I guess I can't really talk about now because of certain recent situations, but Mango.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
that entire situation pissed me off.
I was so like, because both sides.
I see both sides. That's the worst part.
That's the worst part, but that's a whole other thing. But like, Mango is a streamer who like just decided one day, like, hey, like, I'm gonna try this VTuber stuff out, and he just like got like the whole thing, like, because I'm pretty sure like you have to invest and stuff, right, for it.
That's funny enough. That's a huge myth.
Really?
Yeah, 100%.
Wow. Okay.
VTubing, you can like you can have everything up and going within like an hour or two.
Really?
VTubing is one of the most like welcoming, but also one of the scariest communities, just because the moment you add a fake facade, it really hides people's personalities until you maybe accidentally dive too deep into a person. Because, like I said, I've been doing this for 4 years. A lot of people are one way on stream versus complete opposites off stream. Like, I've even been on collabs where the guy basically completely ghosted me and made me third wheel. And then I found out after that he was very upset about the fact that I was top fragging.
Wow.
I was like, I mean, I took that as a flex. I was like, imagine being the bottom on your own fucking stream. No, but like what I mean is like, okay, with like the whole like starting on VTubing thing, people think that you need to spend thousands or hundreds on a model. You need to spend the money, and you can. Don't get me wrong.
Right.
If you have the money, it's worth investing.
Yeah.
But VTubing is as simple as you can find images online that represent your face, and now you have a reactive PNG. Reactive is a free software that runs through your browser that connects to Discord, so that when you talk, the PNG lights up, and you can even have the PNG change. So you can have an open mouth or a closed mouth. That's like the entry level VTubing thing. Don't let people that say like PNG tubers aren't like actual VTubers. Those are assholes, like gatekeepers.
Yeah.
Because like that's you got to start somewhere, and I think that it's pretty good to like start there. And then like I drew my own model, did my own art, did my own rigging, and I know how much of a pain in the ass it is. So when people are like, "Oh, but maybe the model artist shouldn't be charging so much," when you make your own, you realize like, holy shit, this is way too much work to be doing and not getting like compensated. VTuber models, let's forget the animation part. The art is ridiculous. It's not as simple as
Oh
just
yeah.
drawing a model. You need to draw the model, but every single part that's going to be animated has to be its own layer. There's a rule that they say where when you do a model art, every single layer should work as a standalone thing. You should be able to tell what it is without the rest of the model. So that requires you to color, shade, and basically render every individual piece. My new model has 872 layers, dude. Yeah,
872.
872 layers. It's rough, especially when you get into
And
like
I see like some of those, like, sorry to cut you off for a sec.
yeah,
I see some of those like models, and like each individual fucking piece of hair
yeah, that's how it works.
moves. And like that, I at least that's what I saw for mangoes, and so that's
So
why the
my
wow, that's crazy.
I wish I had the money to commission people, but at the same time, I'm actually prouder that I did it myself
Yeah.
because my first model it turned out awful.
Well, yeah.
But it was like so bad that like Twitch actually bullied me off of it. Like my chat was terrible to me about that first model.
Oh.
I was doing I had just debuted and people had just come after my throat. Like I'm talking like some of the criticism is valid. Some people said that I was boring. Fair enough. That was my first ever stream. It takes time. Like
Oh,
the
the
moment the
energy.
camera is on, it's like all your personality either gets amplified or it disappears. And when you're new to streaming, the moment you hit go live, you actually run out of things to talk about like that because you don't know how to stretch a topic. At the time, I had debuted and I had all this stuff planned, but I burnt through all my planned stuff way too fast because I didn't know how to pace myself.
Oh, that's the
Yeah, it's
worst.
rough.
That's the worst part, because everyone just goes, "Oh, but all you have to do is pace and plan your stream."
Yeah, you
But the
do.
thing is you do, but even to pace and planning is like there is something to, like, you actually have to be good at that. Like today I did a stream that I thought that I was originally just going to
Mhm.
be playing like 3 games, like spinning the wheel and just playing 3 games, but I ended up doing way more because I ended up just doing like, I'll go on to the game. If it's a fighting game, I'll just play a couple rounds. If it's
You know
siege, I'll
what? When
play
you get a
one
chance,
game.
sauce me the clip. I like you
You
too.
want to sauce the clip? Okay, so after this little bit of conversation, I'll pause and then
Oh, okay, okay,
we'll
cool.
get everything.
So my thing with like the whole like
Yeah.
aspect of like you got to plan
Mm-hmm.
to stream,
Mm-hmm.
you do, but I think it's actually more valuable for a person to not plan when they're new to streaming.
Oh yeah.
Improv is an incredibly important skill. And you might think that that's if you're trying to be a comedian or if you're trying to do something if yeah, right?
Literally.
But the thing is
No.
that like improv is such a real world skill that I think a lot of people hear improv
Oh
and
my
think like
god.
terrible, stand up comics.
Everything, dude. First of all, when you think of improv, you not only think of 5 people on a stage
You
doing
think about the
horrible
corniest
comedy,
things from media.
right? Exactly. But the thing about improv is, you are so spot on when you said that it is such a valuable just lesson overall, because you being able to on the spot bring personality and energy
Well,
is
it's so
so incredibly important for
funny
streaming,
thing.
especially when you start, especially when you hit that go live button. Because
Yeah.
I, even today, I remember there was like 10 minutes before I hit the button where I was just like, okay, but do I have everything ready? And then I hit the live button, and then all of that went away
So when
immediately.
I say like improv is like good, you said like the thing where it was you bring your personality to it.
Yeah.
I think that that part, funny enough, in my opinion, is actually not what improv gives you. It
Really?
gives you confidence
Oh, absolutely.
because
It also
improv
get,
tells you
yeah.
that no matter how a or how a situation starts to go, you will find a way to manage. I find that people that grow up never having to learn those like on the spot improv,
Improvisations.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Those totally, like, if you never learned those skills growing up, the moment, like, you'll end up with one of those personalities where you make a plan, and the moment the plan goes slightly off,
It's
you
fucked.
fall apart.
Yep.
And
Cough, cough, my mom.
oh,
We'll get into that
I don't
some
know
other
about
time.
that.
But
I don't know anything about that. But
yeah.
no, basically, it's like with improv, no matter like how your situation starts to go, you can usually like manage to recover because it's a thing of confidence, knowing that you can always find a way to get control over the
Mm-hmm.
situation. And it's also like your personality. I think, funny enough, is not something that you bring to it with improv. It's something that helps with it.
Well, that's what I kind of meant, is in a sense of like you're almost like boosting your
Yeah.
personality in the sense that with that energy when you like it's just a skill that like really not just for comedy but just anything, really anything that
Mhm.
you do, like improv is just a great skill. But then obviously it's so funny, like we're gonna talk about this and someone's gonna listen to this and be like, oh man, I'm gonna start going to improv class, and then they go to
The funny thing, no, the thing about improv class though, right?
yeah.
I so besides the VTubing thing and all that, I
Mm-hmm.
you already know this. I do those. I go to conventions and I work some more
Yeah.
panels and all that. Right, going on stage is a incredibly like humbling experience
Oh my god, so humbling.
because it's like you think that stuff is a lot. I promise you, you are funnier to yourself than to anyone else. No one is going to laugh
I
at your
know
shit the
that,
way that
dude.
you think that they will.
Trust me, dude. I know that.
But that's the thing, though. Here's the thing. I do think that funny people know that they're funny. But the thing is that by going on the stage, I realize that like just because the joke in theory is good, doesn't mean that you'll get the reaction you want from the crowd. And the thing that you got to work with is you got to figure out on the spot how to get the audience to that point. Because when I did my first ever stage performance and did that whole comedy debate thing, the crowd was first off, first time on a stage with the goal of making someone laugh, insanely terrifying because humor isn't something that you can like practice for. You just kind of you're either funny or you're not. And I
The
know that sounds like dismotivated, like
no,
disencouraging, but it's like
that's
that's just how it is.
well, no. The thing is well, okay. I'm under the belief that you're either funny or you're not, but at this also at the same time, like with any like with enough
Well,
stage
that's
time,
where I was like trying
all
to get
that
at.
shit. Yeah, but yeah, like the whole idea of you are going up in front of people that don't know you, have never
Mhm.
met you, haven't made a single interaction
That's what I
with
was gonna
you,
get to because like these comedians that are good
and
have a
they
history of being good.
not only that, but like you're walking into a room full of people that don't know you, and now you're walking on stage with nothing but a mic. It's like incredibly vulnerable, and you're also like, hey, I think this is funny, and
Mhm.
you have and if it's not funny, they'll just tell you right there. You can't you like and like even like comics before like before like you get on will tell you, maybe it is or isn't funny, or maybe you'll pitch the idea to your friends and maybe they'll say it might be funny or not, but at the end of the day it all matters to just about getting up on
Mhm.
stage and in front of that crowd and being humbled by that crowd.
So at least the way I found it, like what I meant by like whether you're funny or not is I mean like if you go onto a stage and have like a bunch of like material that you want to try out
Mm-hmm.
and you just go into it immediately, your joke might in theory be hilarious, but the
It's not
crowd doesn't
natural.
know you enough to I think that laughing, at least like full like, breakout laughing is actually like you're making yourself vulnerable to an extent in my opinion. So for a person to go on stage with no prior history and the audience has no fucking clue who you are we allowed to swear on this podcast?
Yeah,
Okay,
absolutely.
cool. Because like when a guy walks on a stage that's never done this before, the crowd has no fucking experience with this guy. They have no idea what kind of personality or what kind of person they are, right? So before you like jump into your set and immediately start throwing, joke after joke, rapid fire, which terrible idea, space it out. I think it's important for new people to go on stage and try to like almost like do icebreakers, get their personality across to the audience to get them to like kind of be open to the idea of
Yeah.
like reacting with you.
Well, it's not only that, but even if it's just as simple as like it's you don't if you just get on stage, do material, and get off, that's very very robotic. It's not natural, and the crowd it isn't really going to see that as like a human thing that you're doing. They're
Mm-hmm.
just going to see that as a person. You see a person trying to get through their material and
As
hoping,
fast as possible.
right? Versus if you get on stage and you're like, give it up for yourselves. That's like one of the easiest things that
Yeah,
like to do.
it's
It's
funny you
just
mentioned that because I think that like
anything.
that's the big thing people forget is like
Yeah,
getting the audience engaged first
yeah,
should be the first goal.
because like this, because you do that and then you go and then like, you can make like a quick like witty comment about, and then immediately it goes from these people don't know you to now, even if they may not have known you before, now they're like, it's almost like they're getting to know you,
Yeah,
because that's
you're
what you
starting to get
want.
that like
That's what
reputation.
you want. You want the audience to get to know you at the beginning, and then by the middle of your set you want them fully engaged, and then
Mm-hmm.
by the end of it they're just like, oh wow, that was good, yeah, that was great, you know.
Oh yeah.
And I always go off of Louis CK's principle of make like take every show and think about it like it's like the biggest show. Like even if it's just as simple as like an open mic, I always treated like every, and I still do. I always treat every show in like the highest respects, and like with and it's stupid, sure, because like I'm getting like really nervous over an open mic when it's just like I'm literally going up and mostly in front of comics and just saying it out loud and trying to test shit.
I think me and you have a different belief on that
It's
because like
just testing shit, but like
you say like the whole treat every performance like it's your last sort of thing, right? Like it's your
not even
biggest
your
hit,
last, or
but
not
it's like
even
your
your
biggest,
biggest.
right?
No, okay, I shouldn't say biggest, but like he said, like he went on a thing about like when you go to a comedy show and you perform for people, like these people took time out of their day, some of them might have gotten like a babysitter, they found part, like all of that shit, like, you
I'm
know
gonna be honest with you. I'm still against this thought
okay,
process.
you could
Let me explain. Let me
completely
explain.
be.
No, let me tell you why I'm against
Guys,
that.
I'm gonna be honest, this is gonna be like a little bit of like a debate podcast, because I swear every time I talk with this guy,
No,
there's always, and it's always good, by the way, it's never a bad thing, it's always a good thing, but there's always a debate. Before we get into it, I do want to clip us
you
in,
want to do the
because
clip
yeah,
first?
because you said you wanted to be
Okay, yeah, yeah.
clipped in.
We'll do the clip, and I'm not trying to disagree though. To be clear, there is like it's like you're, at least in my opinion, you're right.
Yeah,
But I try to look at it like even though like that like thought process is 100% right, but like in my opinion, that's the glass is half empty. You're going in with the mindset that you have a burden to carry on stage, that these people took time out of their day. They got sitters, they spent money to come see you, all this stuff, because it's right.
yeah,
But
but
where I'm looking at it like, fuck all of that. We're here to have a good time, and if I think about
well,
all
yeah,
that
but
stuff, it's gonna be too much.
I want to give them the best show that I can give, and that's all that I think
And
about. Is I
if your
just
process entails like feeling like you have that kind of like burden that you have to like lift up, then go for it.
that's what it is, though. That's for me, and that's, and I remember like this isn't obviously like a common like belief, but like yeah, I personally believe that like I try to really take
Mhm.
every show seriously,
Well,
and
again, to be clear, I'm not saying that you should take any show like
oh yeah,
unseriously,
no,
right?
but
Because at the end of the day, people did pay. But I'm saying that like if that's making you jittery, where you're like, where you feel like there's so much stacked against you, and you have such a you have to get to the bar. Basically, the bar is set so high, then it might be a better idea to less approach it like that, and maybe look at it like, if I'm stressed, then that's gonna get transmitted to the audience.
it's less of a burden and more of like I don't want it's
Or
like
sorry, I
the
guess I should have said
audience,
pressure.
it's more, it's kind of a pressure, and more so of just like I think of the audience driving home and being
Hmm.
like, wow, I just went to that show and everybody was just terrible, and I don't want that to happen, because like like there's a
Hmm.
chance, there's like that 0.1% chance that you could be like the comic that stands out because you took it seriously type shit.
Yeah.
So that's really all it comes down to, is like that,
Again,
me thinking of like,
I'm
but
agreeing with you on that part. Never half-ass it. All I'm saying is that like
yeah,
when you said that
I'm
like
not
you
putting
feel
myself,
nervous.
I'm not putting like their burdens on myself. I'm
Mm-hmm.
just saying I just let's put on a fucking great show tonight
No,
on
I mean
every
I feel like
show.
that goes for like if you're a performer, I feel like that goes without say.
Yeah.
Every single time I stream, my goal is to make that stream again content heavy. So it's like when you're streaming, you want to make content that's clippable because clips are what's gonna spread, right? And you want to make sure that you don't have too much dead air. If you
Which
stream for 3 hours and an hour of that is like you quietly like tunnel visioned on something,
no.
it makes for like again if it's like a speed run or like a skill based like you're doing like
We're
something.
like ADHD spiraling
Yeah, I was
this
gonna say we went from like
conversation.
we're gonna go
Yeah.
back though. Like clip this on and then we're like
Yeah. Okay. You know what? We're just gonna
yeah, let's clip
pause,
it up and
clip
then
this,
we'll.
and then continue because we're gonna just keep talking. So. Hold up. Okay. We're back. We are clipped up and continuing back to our
I forgot what we were on,
conversation.
but I'm gonna loop back
Yeah.
real quick. The thing I said about the 1 hour 2 hour setup thing for VTubing, if you're
Mm-hmm.
interested in even just streaming in general, you don't need all the lights. You don't need like the most expensive mic.
No, no. You
You
just
just
need.
need to hit go live.
You need no honestly, and that's what I remember when I first started streaming. I did way too much planning. Like I remember my Streamlabs was just like
Mm-hmm.
overflowing with like all of these like Twitch bots and shit that like I all these YouTubers recommended
Yeah,
and
that's
all
the
this
crazy thing.
and
That's
it's
such a common thing because like I remember the
yeah,
first time people set up their Streamlabs, you'll have shit that like I promise
it's
you,
not
you're not hitting
necessary.
like dude,
No.
you're not gonna have a hype train in your first like
No.
6 months.
Dude, I had a fucking donation goal on my second
Did you even
stream.
set up the fucking like
That's the
donation
thing.
link?
I don't even think I set it up
Yeah,
properly.
that's
It's
another
like,
thing. People will like be like, "Oh, here's my donation goal," but forget to set up the donation link.
yeah, it's all. But so now all I have is in my about page. There's like a support me thing, and if you click it,
That's the pretty
yeah,
universal one.
it's essentially like you can donate to me, but it's like at the end of the day, I don't get like I just want
And the whole thing with like
some
the whole
followers and some viewers. You
oh,
know,
I mean,
that's
honestly, that's the okay. Your goal with like streaming should never be. It's honestly only two things you got to worry about. It's audience retention. You don't want to
yep.
be a streamer that has like severe fluctuations in your viewer count because like having 4 or 5 loyal viewers that make time to come out to your stream 5 out of 6 times and all that, that's more valuable than having one stream like in
Dude, that's
in a week
literally
that's just like 13.
my girlfriend, a dude from the Moon,
Mm-hmm.
a venue that I do comedy at,
Yeah.
and a couple other people from comedy like have been like just stopping by every time,
Well, see, the reason
and
that that's such a
so
big thing is because like a lot of people think that 4 or 5 isn't a lot, and you're right, it's not in the grand scheme of things.
but
But if you look at the general
starting out,
viewership on Twitch, most people can't even have one on their channel.
dude, I got a couple, not this stream, but the last stream last night, I fucking hit 28 unique viewers,
Mm-hmm.
which means that like 28 people
People are like at least
came by.
hovering.
Yeah, hover.
Yep.
And so, and then like today I got like 19. So it was like, it was still, you know,
As long as you are consistent and you don't do streaming for the this is the biggest thing. If you stream for the fame or the money,
no,
you'll get no traction.
I want to do it so I can play games, have fun, and do comedy. Because I mean, I'm so focused on
Mm-hmm.
it that I feel like with enough time and energy, I can get to a point where, you know, it's like I get affiliate.
Mm-hmm.
I start dedicating. I start doing part-time streams, and then I get partner, which is like the next thing,
Mm-hmm.
and then after partner is
Though I
when
feel like if I remember correctly, partners shouldn't be really a big goal anymore,
no,
especially
it's
with the new pay splits that they're doing.
yeah. So, but it's more gonna be like I want to eventually get to the point where I'm just able to like stream
Mm-hmm.
and do comedy because I feel like I could literally just like have a schedule of like 10 a.m. to 5 to 6 p.m. and then right after that I just go and do comedy shows.
No, and that's totally like I mean I feel like that's the goal for most streamers. But again, if you want to start streaming, and you want to be a VTuber, there's a ton of VTubers out there. When I said it's the most welcoming, there's a ton of VTubers out there that will post free to use models as long as you credit them.
Credit them.
that pisses me off. Like you cannot like I thought this was common sense, but like people like you can there's a ton of free assets out there. There's a guy whose own like transitions and his like own like overlays I use named Spooky. I'll give you the link if you want to add that to like the description.
Yeah.
He's an incredible. He makes a bunch of like amazing assets, and they're all free, except for a couple that are paid. But all of them are like donationware, right? You pay what you want to pay. You can get it for free, and all he asks is like if you use his stuff for free. His, I think, his character, I think, is a guy. Honestly, I have no idea. I've only seen them through like Kofi when I go get their assets, right? But the whole thing is like all they ask is like you credit them, and that's the case with most free models. Just there's a ton of free models. You can literally just download them, use them for free, and just credit them in your description, and you've already got like the big VTuber, thing that you want, and
Yeah.
then just have something to do on stream. That's it.
Oh, see, this is the thing is like I didn't want to just be someone that just sits there and plays games because
Mm-hmm.
anybody can really do that. I wanted to like at least try to I wanted to add an aspect of my stream to where if someone clicks in, they're not just watching someone play games, they're watching like kind of almost like an event in a sense. Not like an actual event,
Mm-hmm. No,
but
I
like
understand what you're saying. I'm trying to
it's
mentally kind of like picture what
like
you're trying to say.
it's in the same way of like I kind of go into the same mode when I'm like hosting a comedy show. It's the
Yep.
same way as like I just need to, I need to entertain these people. So what, like that's why today I let a wheel decide what games I played, and
Yeah.
the
So
yeah,
that is a really like that is a good mindset. I won't even lie. I when I was early into streaming also did it like that where I would like put a lot of energy and effort into like my planning and my streams. But I went through some like pretty like capital real shit in my life. And after that all went down, I was kind of like I got very tired. And because I was so tired, I was always like I want to stream, but I also like didn't want to play that character anymore if that makes sense. Because like when I was streaming at my prime, I was getting I hit affiliate a month after I debuted my second model.
really.
Yes. And I got my first paycheck from Twitch after that one affiliate stream.
If you don't mind me asking, how much was your first check?
175 USD.
Wow, so it's
Yeah.
like
For a
200,
guy that's never made a dime off of Twitch like originally.
200 something Canadian is
Yeah.
insane.
Because this was still back when Twitch's payout threshold was 100 USD. And my audience, remember, so when I said like having loyal people is very important, those loyal people hyped my affiliate stream up.
Oh,
I
dude,
went from being 3 concurrent viewers to I was actually holding 15 back to back to back streams. I was streaming 4 to 5 days a week, and every stream, you're not gonna believe this, 6 or 7 hours.
bro, dude, tomorrow I've been streaming the like just day after day after day, and tomorrow it's only at 3.2, so just keep it there. um
I thought I fucking died. I was like, there's no way you did this
nah,
to me.
nah, but fuck, what is it? Oh yeah, no, wait, I might be losing my point again. Damn, this is the weeds already hitting. Okay, cool. um Yeah, no, I really fuck with streaming. It's been really fun. It's You're
Yep.
really taking this well. It's been
God damn, what the fuck?
you look like a narc right now after like
You have to tell me if you're a cop, bro.
you gotta tell me, bro. You look like you can't handle this shit.
Dude, I'm asthmatic.
This is not even like that high THC.
Dude, I don't smoke.
Oh yeah, that's right. Fuck, I was even gonna ask you if you could. No, we'll talk about this off the pod. That's off the pod
Oh,
shit. No, no, no. I was just gonna talk about boring life shit. That's not that. That's off the pod stuff. But
you were gonna ask me about what? Sorry, I coughed.
just like ride to my girlfriend's place.
Oh
You
yeah,
know, but that
that's it.
doesn't
You cut
that
this shit out.
doesn't
There's like you can
literally
cut the. This
that
is
that
even.
part doesn't need anyways. No, I gotta do the Rick Glassman like the fuck you, dude. Okay. Anyways, watch me not edit any of that out, and
I hope. I mean, we haven't really said anything all that.
yeah, but I don't know. Yeah. Hopefully, I hit affiliate. I know I'm streaming. I'm streaming tomorrow because I'm gonna be streaming at my girlfriend's place,
Oh,
even though it's gonna be on
they
her
allow that on
laptop.
Twitch.
Huh?
They allow that stuff on Twitch. That's crazy.
I mean, yeah, it's crazy, man. First time. Yeah,
Yours or hers?
I think hers to boost a little bit
Oh
more
my
of the
fucking
views.
god!
You know?
All right, man. All right.
No. Anyways, let's back off of Twitch talk a little bit.
Yeah.
You mentioned earlier something about a comedy debate.
Oh my.
What is this comedy debate that you took
So
part of?
I want to say like 2.5 years, 3 years. I try to. I don't know like how specific you are with like your location, but I try to keep it pretty anonymous on that part.
That's fine.
I go to a lot of conventions and I'm pretty well known at these conventions. And one of the fun little nicknames I have is Body Pillow Man. Yes, it sounds like a superhero. What about it? But sick thing about that name is that it was because I won a comedy debate, and it was my first time on stage. So basically, there's these wonderful people who I get to work with a lot now. I'm actually part of their cast of what's that saying? Cast of merry bandits.
I have no
Point
clue
is,
what
I'm a
you're...
part of their like crew now. Zap Spaceship of Love. Um, I had the honor, or so I was fun. This is where I think I'm not like listen. I'm not very spiritual, right? But I think that the red string theory is like accurate on some regards because the way I met them is that I work. Okay, so the job I had as like my normal life, my coworker was like, "Oh yeah, my buddies do this whole panel. Let me introduce you." And I'm a very extroverted person when I have an energy in me. So I was like, "Hell yeah!"
Same.
Now this is when it kind of spirals. We go to con, out of town. First time going to an out of town con. I'm only 23, right? So we go to con outside of town, and he takes me to this panel, and the debates are like it'll just be like the dumbest topics, and it's like always pop culture themed. Like they do some fun ones where it's like femboys or tomboys. Now remember one thing about these debates: these are comedy debates. You're not even technically supposed to win them based off of being correct.
You're just supposed to like.
Dude, I won the first one because I made the audience laugh. It's purely a comedy thing. If you come up with here my favorite one, because they ended up doing one called we do an 18 and up one for like late night.
Mm-hmm.
And the best part about that one is that the topic that I got to be a part of was, does Goku know what sex is? And I made a fucking slideshow for that and did a whole presentation.
That's amazing.
Like I did a whole presentation in front of like 80 people, right? Explaining why Goku does not in fact know what sex is. And when somebody in the audience was like, but they have a child, you know what I brought up? I had a slide for that. If Goku's saving the world off planet, who's at home? Vegeta. NTR. She cheated. That was the entire bit, and it killed. And it was the dumbest thing I've ever done, and I won that debate by like a land. Like I made a slideshow. I still have the slideshow.
Did you win anything?
Yeah, but like if I'm part of the cast, it's not really worth for me to get prizes, right? I do it for the do it for the fun of it now. Like I'm in it to just because like I felt this.
So you were mainly doing this to
just have fun.
Okay.
So the first one, the body pillow thing, where it all started. I was out of town. I was like, no one here knows me, right? I don't really have a reputation. So even if I make a fool of myself on stage, whatever.
Right.
he goes, "Can I get 2 people in the audience that'll want to do a debate?" I was like, "Yeah, fuck it. I'm your man." He actually calls me up, and the topic is, is it weird to own body pillows? Now, no, it's not.
No.
It is not weird.
We are here to confirm
it is not
it
weird
is
to
not
own.
weird to own a body pillow.
I won the debate on being on that side too, because
yeah, Mom, you shouldn't have kicked me out. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I wish I was kidding. No, I actually am kidding.
But no, yeah. Now, I don't really like. Generally speaking, I don't really care if you are pro body pillow or con body pillow. There's worse things happening in the world for me to give a shit about your opinion. But
yeah, who cares about body pillows? World War III, more like fucking kids dying. Basically, kids dying and shit. You fucking.
But the entire pillow? Debate was just like, is it weird to own a body pillow? And I said, I'm gonna be on the side that doesn't. Have owned them since high school. I vetted in this shit.
Facts.
So we pull up, right? And like they do, because they were like, you guys gonna be the third debate. They do 3. One is pre-planned. Like these people, like we get now I'm part of that, system too, right? Sometimes I get the topic in advance and I get to like write my whole bit.
But sometimes it's improv.
The second one is always improv.
Ooh.
So the first one, we get the topics early. The second one is on the spot in front of everyone.
Yeah.
He'll open his binder, which is just fucking puns. It's just puns and terrible debate ideas. But some of them get like really heated and it's amazing. And unironically, unless you've been to one of these, you have no idea like the amount of engagement the audience has with us. That's the best part about it, is that they get so into it. So I go up and the guy's like, our body pillow's weird, and my opponent, she goes, yeah, of course they're weird, and me with my full chest was like, I will defend their honor. We sit down, sir. The entire debate goes through, and we're just like going back and forth. She's bringing up like completely valid concerns, right? Being like, it's just weird, you're objectifying all this stuff, and I'm like, valid concerns. But you know what I said when it was my turn?
What?
I was like, I'm not gonna win this if I try to make this feel like a real topic. I went,
right.
Are y'all lonely? Well, what if I told you that it's incredible to sleep on a cloud? Triple tricot fabric too makes it so that there's no creases ever. Like, I became a fucking car salesman. I treated that shit like I was trying to like get my numbers up.
Bro.
And the audience is like fucking loving it, because like she'll make like, again, way too like real of a valid, debate topic, right? She's going all in on like being factually accurate, and I'm not trying, and that's the best thing. I won that debate with a landslide, and my biggest flex. We've all seen the rumor about weeaboos, right? Where they act like they know Japanese because they watch anime.
Mm-hmm.
I've never claimed this, but my opponent, right? There's a 3-question rapid fire.
Never claimed this up until the podcast. This is happening live on the podcast. Go. Huh? You said you've never claimed this. This is happening live on the podcast.
Oh, I'm not claiming shit. I don't know fucking Japanese. I took it in college though.
Oh, okay.
Like I actually studied it.
Oh, okay.
But this was before then, to be clear.
Right.
I was like, I think 1 year out of high school. So
right.
19, 18?
19, okay.
Point is, there's always a 3-question rapid fire trivia thing, right? And that one of the questions that the guy asked was, what is the word dakimakura mean? Now, it's one thing to like be cocky and grab the mic first and not know the answer. And it's one thing for both of us to stay still. And she reaches it, and instead of saying her answer, she goes, well, if I recall correctly from what I studied, and then gets it wrong. So the guy goes, do you have an answer? And I go, hug pillow? Correct. Blew my fucking mind. And the best thing, I have the video recorded. It's unlisted on YouTube.
Bro, when you wow.
First
of all, I will link that video. That video is now going to have to be linked.
I'm covering my face. I look like depressed Jesus in it. I was dressed as Sukuna.
I'm gonna be honest. When you said comedy debate, I thought you were literally gonna like be debating about comedy or like
No, no, no.
debating
It's a pop culture debate.
against comedy. I was about to be like,
So she gets that wrong, right? And then like we're going back and forth, and she's like wrong and wronger, and I'm not getting them right, but I'm making people laugh.
right.
And I'll be honest with you, I think that's what was like a really important part of my life. Because ever since that day, I have gone all in on just trying to get people to laugh.
It's the best
When
feeling,
you make
man.
someone laugh from like a completely genuine side, dude, you feel amazing because you're like, damn, I got them to like. That's a different kind of happy. It's insane. I'm telling you.
I can't describe the feeling because I when I'm on stage and I tell a joke and I make people laugh, it's like this. It's just like this weird. Like now, it's not as frequent, but like when I
You want the
began,
blanket to cover that situation?
what the fuck are you talking about, bro? What are you on? Blood. Stop looking down there, bro.
Nah, I'll give you the blanket to cover up, you fucking hoe.
No, but like when I began stand up, it was all I could think about was like whenever like a joke hit.
Yeah.
Oh fuck, dude! It's like it was like oh, it was so orgasmic, man. It's like all I thought about.
Yet I'm going too far by giving him a blanket.
Yeah, dude. I will make that noise any day of the week
Not on
when
stage.
yeah, when talking, especially when talking about this shit cuz I love love stand-up comedy. Like absolutely like a little bit too much. And it, yeah, I don't know how else to explain it. So that feeling of when you make someone laugh, that genuine feeling, especially when you turn something like that is like that hurts them
Yep.
or like that has affected them negatively or that's made them like carry like almost carry this like burden on them for like just a couple seconds you can just forget about everything like you you can forget about fixing everything or worrying about everything you just laugh about shit and it's so great.
I think that like
It's so
I think
nice.
that you have a healthy habit of like actually, you know, expressing all this. But I'm gonna be honest with you, I just like to like repress all of this.
No, I
Like I
do.
just like
I
shove it
say it to
real
myself. I say it to myself too because I'm just
like
so
you're good at
incredible.
reaffirming yourself, and I'm just like gonna shove it down. We're just gonna act like it's not there. That
No,
way we
dude,
can
you
be
have
happy all
to.
the time.
No, dude, you have to. Like, I'm just.
Yeah, it's called shopping sprees on Amazon.
No, it's. I just.
It's binge watching the same romance anime,
I'm so.
knowing damn well that it's gonna be the same.
I'm so incredibly like just blessed
It's that feeling
that
of
I've been
signing up
coming.
for a gym membership and not using
Exactly, but knowing that you have it,
it, knowing that
no, you know that power. Oh, you can go any day
you
of
can
the
go
week.
any day.
I think that's worse than not going to the gym is having a gym membership and not going. Because that's like fine that's like going for a treasure
I think
hunt,
that is worse
finding a
because
key.
it's like if you got the gym membership, right? I
Yeah.
see it as a sign of quitting, while not owning a gym membership is like a he never even started, so I really shouldn't give a shit, right? But it's like I think it's worse to quit after you like say you're gonna do something.
Oh yeah.
I've been saying this forever. Like I'm
I'm
only
the worst
23,
for
but
that.
my favorite lesson in life, thank you Elden Ring,
I'm so
was
bad
that
for
you
that.
gotta like face everything. And if you quit, right, I think that that's so much worse, but like multiply. It gets so much worse for you because like if you don't start something, right,
Mm-hmm.
I'm like it's whatever.
That was me for comedy because it was one of those things where I saw a video of Dave Chappelle.
Yep.
Dave Chappelle said, because a comedian was like, "What advice would you give?" And he said, "You just have to start, and once you start, you just can't stop." And that's all he said. And I just remember like just thinking to myself like, "Oh, all I got to do is just stage time for the rest of my life," and I got it. because I know that this is something that like when I work towards it and when I put effort in, like I can do well. I just it was the first ever time where I was just like, it was like effortlessly I was like, oh, I'm just gonna do this for the
You're gonna
rest of
have to
my
cut
life.
out the coughs.
I am. Oh my god, you're
I'm
fucking.
realizing that's gonna be like.
This the worst decision I made to hit the dab pen after we clipped in because you have been
Oh
coughing
yeah, this
so
is gonna
many
be
times.
bad for balancing.
But then again, these mics are actually pretty good. So as long as they're
So as
not
long as it
terrible,
doesn't sound like a
just cough like
category.
away and into your out. As long as you do that,
No,
you're
it's
good.
because the mic is right here, and I think they hear my heartbeat.
Oh god, okay. Well then,
It's okay,
let's hope
chat.
that the audio is decent because yeah, that's really. Uh, Speaking of, I actually might check what time we're at because like we might be at the hour mark.
Oh, already?
Uh, I think so.
Yeah, take a look.
Yeah. All right, we'll be right back. Hold up. Okay. Never mind. And we're back as a Ricky Glassman style
yeah, you told me.
intro.
I just can't wait to see the jump cuts in the video now.
I'm gonna purposefully make them so terribly mistimed to like throw every.
No, that's good.
Because I'm gonna like it's gonna like transition and then I'm gonna
Yeah, make people think
two
they have like
seconds it's gonna
latency.
transition and
Yeah,
we're
yeah, yeah, yeah.
back.
Perfect. Give
Yeah.
their screen stick drift.
Yeah. Fuck.
What were we talking about?
I can't remember.
It was like, oh, TLDR. If you want to do something, right?
Yeah.
You gotta like see it through to the end. And the reason I said Elden Ring because that shit was hard. This shit was hard.
Elden Ring.
Oh fuck, this
If
shit
we're
was
just
so
gonna
hard.
talk about gaming for a minute, Elden Ring is like a mental mind fuck because it tests.
Yeah. See, wait, I'm gonna stop you right there. This much thinking on a game like Elden Ring
Yeah.
is the incorrect answer. You're putting too much thought into it.
It's
Elden
not.
Ring is about getting your ass kicked until you finally kick its
That's
ass.
what I mean,
That's
though.
it.
That's what I'm trying to say. It's like it literally it doesn't give you any sympathy. It doesn't try to help you in any way, and it doesn't give you any opportunity to, really. You just have to go in and get fucked over and over and over, over and 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 over and
Yeah.
over until you want to kill yourself, and then you go to bed, and then you wake
But
up.
not really, because here's
And
the thing.
you quit your job, and
yeah.
you get depressed, and then you hop back on the game and you go, but maybe this time, and then you die.
Or you just like do what I did.
Yourself.
Don't do that part. You're gonna have to censor that. I don't think you can put that on YouTube.
I'll post it.
Huh?
I'll post it. Can you? Let's just keep
what?
going. I don't want this. I'm posting this. Come on.
Oh fuck. Wait. What? Oh wait. No, it was about Elden Ring.
We were talking about Elden Ring, and you were talking about how difficult it was.
It was only hard if you like gave
he's so high.
No,
you're doing the eye rubbing like crazy.
I just did it for the first time.
Are
you good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that fucking like you were casting a fucking spell on your eyes right there. The fuck?
No, Elden Ring was like hard, but it was only hard because like what I meant by like if you say you're gonna do something, you just gotta do it. Is like when I played it, it was my first FromSoft game, and I had been like talking mad shit about it. Not that the game was gonna be easy, but that like using spells, I won't even need to use spells. Using armor, imagine, and no shields. And I was like, ew, summons. And I've been like talking mad shit for like a month straight that I wouldn't even need those mechanics. And when I started playing the game, I also just chose not to level my HP for like the first 3 bosses. So I was getting like 2-shot by Godric, the easiest boss in the game. Yeah, it was rough.
It is rough. It's a very rough game to play.
Well, it was rough. You're high, dude. I'm not like that. Tells me right there that I'm not the one that's high. It's you.
Shut up. Keep going.
I literally just explained why it was hard, and he goes, I mean, that's how it is, though. Elden Ring is a tough. If you don't use the mechanics, mechanically, it's an easy game. I said it. If you use the stuff in
Damn.
the game, it's an easy game.
Let's hope that some Elden Ring players come in. I want to see what people think about that.
If you're using all the mechanics of Elden Ring, it is an easy game. You have spells, you have a range, you can use co-op, you can use summons, which is just
But you
offline
didn't use
co-op.
any of that, right?
Well, no, not at all. I actually have the footage. I'm gonna post it on my channel as like a because I
Yeah.
platinumed Elden Ring, 3 playthroughs, no armor. Didn't even know. I didn't use armor for the DLC either, and I have all my
Right.
boss fights clipped.
Right.
And that's why I like to now I get to
I'm
talk
just
shit.
casually sitting here while you're flexing. I love this. This
Hey,
is like I
hey,
knew this was gonna
you're
happen.
flexing right now with how high you got after one pump.
Actually, a 2 pump. No, actually, a 1 pump.
Insane.
Not 2 pump. But yeah, I think before the podcast ends, I do want to talk about stand up a little bit more, just because this podcast does kind of focus on stand up. I did kind of want to ask, like, what is like your opinion on stand up, and like, would you ever consider doing it, or potentially trying it, or like coming out
So
to some of the mics for one of the weeks?
originally, I had considered it, but I just don't think that I'm interested in it. At least not from a solo act ever.
You want to do it with someone else?
Yeah, because I liked doing the improv comedy
Oh,
on
so you would
stage.
be like in the improv scene, like going to the grindstone
Yeah,
type
basically,
stuff.
more or less.
Okay.
Because I think that like group comedy is just a lot more memorable, at least to me now.
Why
But I
is
think
that?
because I do the panel comedies right at these like pop culture events.
Yeah.
So it's like for me being with groups and doing the comedy on stage, it's like
The energy.
it's yeah right because you even if like one thing goes flat, you got two people to rag on the guy, and that keeps the spirit up. You never really feel vulnerable when you're with a group on stage.
Yeah, I'm a psychopath, so I love like the
But to be
humbling
honest, like I said, I used to
stand
want to
up.
be a stand-up because I was like,
Because
damn,
this,
all that attention just
because
for one guy.
that's the thing, is at the end of the day, if you have a killer set, oh,
Yeah, that's what I mean though. Like
it's
originally,
like a great. I remember the first time. I'll never forget the first time I got off stage after doing like jokes where every single joke got like a laugh, like
mhm.
really good one too. I remember I got off stage, and it was this adrenaline rush that I don't think I'll ever feel again, and it's because I obviously like I've done it before, like, or I've done it like more times, obviously. If not, then things would be kind of scary for me if I'm just bombing the whole time. But uh yeah, that adrenaline rush was just kind of, I don't know how to describe it. I just remember being speechless for like 10 minutes, and just
As they're
being
trying to
like,
tell you, sir, you have to get off the stage.
well, I just remember like being outside, sitting outside of the club, and just kind of being like mesmerized, like, wow, like that's what that feels like. Because I've watched other comedians do it. I never had it happen
Mhm.
before. So for me, myself, to go on stage and say all these things that I wrote myself, all these original premises that I wrote myself, and then I went on stage and said to these people that don't know me at all whatsoever, they just came randomly to watch a comedy show, and I made all of them laugh with like every single joke. That is like a feeling that
Mhm.
it's incredible. So I absolutely, yeah, but I also do, I've done those improv classes at Humber College, and being on stage with people, yeah, it is like a different kind of exciting energy of, you're all kind of there as a team, and at the end of the day, even if it doesn't go very well, you're all just there to have fun. And
Well, it's like at least in my opinion, even if you like all bomb, right? you five are laughing outside after it's done.
Well, yeah, because you all bombed together.
Yeah,
You didn't
right.
bomb, but that's the thing. The difference between stand up and improv is like stand up is, I think, a little bit like scarier that way
No, it is.
in the sense that it's all you.
No, I mean, like
And
I said, that's
yeah,
why I think I'm more. Because for
and
me, like stand up and all that, like on the comedy scene, right? It is at the end of the day just to have fun,
yeah,
whether it's for yourself or for your crowd, right? So it's like two birds with one stone. Group
yeah.
comedy, super fun.
I want to eventually do like some improv because I do eventually want to get better at like crowd work and stuff
Mm-hmm.
because that's something that you I mean, you mention stand-up comedy to anybody and they go, "Oh, do you do crowd work?" Or they go, "Oh, have you seen this crowd work
What are
clip?"
your thoughts on the people that seed like
That
that plant people to do like help with crowd work?
oh,
Because I know that there's like I don't again I have no way to know if it's true, but I believe that some people would.
there has
Do you know what I'm talking about though?
I'm pretty sure, yeah, I'm pretty sure there has been like
I'm talking like people that put.
accusations, I will say,
Yeah, but like let
accusations.
me explain real quick. I'm talking about people that like again rumors say that these comedians will have their own people in the
Mhm.
crowd to say or yell things or heckle so that the comedian can fire back and farm clips.
It's just prepared crowd work.
Prepared cloud or
Yeah,
clip farming.
prepared crowd work essentially, or clip farming
I
if you
don't
want to
like
do
it
Twitch.
personally. I think it's inauthentic.
No, no, that's literally that's not what it is. Crowd work is when you lock eyes with someone and you make conversation with someone that you don't know and you on the spot make jokes about their appearance, something they say, something that you get to know them about, you know. it's it, there's a lot of things that go into crowd work that the people don't know, and that's why I have respect for it, and that's why I'm trying to get better at it.
Those
is
are probably my
because
favorite clips though.
is because yeah, like when you get it, like, and that's when people are like, oh, but like why is crowd work so popular? It's like it's because it works, because it's so entertaining, and it's because it takes such a natural element out of stand up, which is trying to connect with the audience. And you're doing that even more by literally talking to them.
Oh yeah.
So you're going like 10 steps up in terms of engagement, like we were talking about earlier. So that's why it's so important. And that's why I'm trying to get so good at it, is because I want to get to the point where, you know, if you're good at it, if you get really good at crowd work, you can just straight up do five
Dude, you can just
minutes.
talk your way out of any like dead end.
You don't have to do like a lot of sets that you'll usually do up until you're like a pretty into stand up. It's around like 5 7 minutes, maybe like 10. If you
What? It's not an hour and a half long Netflix special.
oh yeah, no, oh my god.
You're not. You're not instantly gonna get a hour and a half long Netflix special that's
uh
featured on their homepage.
oh my god, I'm losing my point now, I'm so high.
But no, I'm the one that's high.
Jesus Christ,
Amen.
what was I talking about? This podcast is sponsored by. No, I'm kidding. I wish it was sponsored.
Dude, I was gonna say, what
Imagine
the
that.
fuck? You
That
got
would
a
be the worst.
sponsor?
That would be the worst. That would be the worst way to cut to a sponsor. Like completely forget your point. 5 seconds of dead silence. Then just this video is sponsored by Subway. All right, I guess that's how we're ending that conversation. Because I
I
honestly,
forgot.
I forgot
No, I
to.
remember.
I
I just
got
I don't know, but this is way funnier.
no. What was it?
You want to know?
Yeah. You don't
No,
actually
I
have
actually
it,
do
dude.
now. You were talking about the fact that no, not everybody starts with a half an hour long Netflix special.
Oh yeah, so it's usually 5 to 7 minutes.
But no, I'm high.
So stop, dude. You're gonna make me do it again. It's usually 5 to 7 minutes, and if you can do crowd work
Mm-hmm.
for 5 minutes, see, that's what I was trying to say, but you interrupted me three
I don't know,
fucking
man.
times.
I thought I was high.
Fuck, man. I'm gonna sit like this now to make everyone uncomfortable. This is how I'm gonna sit now for the rest of the pod. How do you feel?
It's terrible. This is a bad angle.
This is terrible. No, I'm not sitting.
I was gonna say I will not look at you.
Here, what if I sit? No, I'm kidding. That's just terrible. Okay.
This stream is actually to announce his OnlyFans.
Yeah. Sorry to my girlfriend and to my mom and to my sister and to my dad. No, I'm kidding.
Why are you kidding when it's the dad's turn? They say sorry.
Anyways, this has been a great podcast. This is the first, you are the first non-comic to come on the podcast. So thank you for diving into the VTuber stuff and whatnot, and just Twitch in general. I feel like just talking about that kind of stuff is pretty cool. And I will be streaming for the next couple days to get affiliate. I need to get affiliate. I'm very, 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 very close, as I've shown you for the statistics.
If even like 2 of you go watch his streams, the 2 times that he has to stream, is it 2 times or 2 hours?
Because I've done
2 days.
2 out of 4. I've done 2 out of 4.
Cool. If even 2 of you guys go watch his stream for the next 2 streams that he does this week, he will quite literally be affiliate. That's how close he is.
And then I can start making money off of my streams. That's right. I can start.
Oh yeah, trust me. The 30 cents that you get from ad revenue is just chef's kiss.
Oh yeah.
But hey, that's when you get to plug shit like your subs.
That's true. That's true. All right. Well, thank you so much for being on the pod.
Thank you for having me.
It was great having you. And thank you guys for watching. Subscribe, like, comment if you want. Although we haven't gotten a lot of comments, we much appreciate really just anything. Even if you just said you watched it, it'd be cool, you know. And then check out all the other podcasts, especially the one that I did with my boy Benny, and the one that I did with TJ fucking Miller. So yeah, that happened. So watch that. And then I will drop his links below.
Come say hi. I haven't been live in a few months, but come say hi. I'm working on that new model. I stream a variety of things. No 2 streams will ever be the same. And it's almost entirely me talking to chat.
Drop a follow, you know, for both of us. Are going to be dropping my Twitch as well.
Sub to this so that when he becomes partnered affiliate with YouTube, you guys can be like his version of PewDiePie's first 50 or whatever that got the fucking cool red fist drive.
Yeah, I don't know. The fisting
Wahoo.
Whatever that was.
Mario.
Okay, anyways,
what
guys.
What do you mean Mario?
Yes, Mario. All right, anyways. That's the end of the podcast, I guess.
GG's.
Thank you guys for watching. Have a good night.